In this video, we will discuss numerical attributes. Before I start this topic, I would recommend you please watch my previous video in which I already discussed nominal attributes, binary attributes, what kind of binary attributes we have, and the third is ordinal attributes. Let's start the topic. What is numerical attributes? Numerical attributes are quantitative. That can be in integer form or float like decimal form. Because quantitative is measurable. So for now numerical attributes, we will use three methods to find out the distance. One is Euclidean, second is Manhattan, third is Supremum. For Euclidean, we have formula x1 minus y1 whole square plus x2 minus y2 square plus xn minus yn whole square. Manhattan formula I already discussed in previous video. Ordinal attribute d of xy is x1 minus y1. For Supremum, we have d of xy is equal to maximum x1 minus y1. Let's start the Euclidean distance formula. For that, first we will create data matrix. We have 4 data objects, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I will create 4 by 4 data matrix P1, P2, P3 and P4. Okay, so d of, ordinal values always be 0. So difference between P1 and P1 0, P2 and P2 0, P3 and P3 0, P4 and P4 will be 0. So now we have to find out difference between P1 and P2. P1 minus P2 is equal to under root. So what is the value of P1? P1 is 0 and P2 is 2 square plus P1 is 2 minus P2 is 0 square. 0 minus 2 minus 2 square plus 2 square. Answer will be and in square root 8, answer will be 2.8 something. So for P1 and P2 0.8. Now for P1 and P3, P1 we have 0 minus P3 we have 3 square plus P1 we have 2 minus P3 we have 1 square minus 3 square plus 1 square. Answer will be 3, 9 plus 1, 10 square root 10. Answer will be 3.2 something. For P1 and P4, P1 is 0 minus P4 is 5 square plus p1 is 2, p4 is 1 square. Answer will be 25 plus 1 under root square root 26. It will be approximately 5.1. So we can find values p2 and p3 using this formula: p2 and p4, p3 and p4. So I'm just putting directly values here. Okay, let's see the Manhattan distance formula. For Manhattan, we have formula plus absolute 2 minus plus so on. Okay, I will use same example that I already use in Euclidean formula. So we have two attributes, p1, p2, p3 and p4. Okay, we have values 0, 2, 3, 5, 2, 0, 1 and 1. Okay, so first we will create dissimilarity data matrix. We have 4 data objects, p1, p2, p3, p4. I will create 4 by 4 data matrix. Okay, so let's see. So what is the difference between p1 and p1? Will be 0, p2 and p2 0, p3 and p3 0, p4 and p4 will be 0. Diagonal always be 0. So let's see what is the difference between p1 and p2. p1 and p2, we have formula x 0 minus y is 2, this is absolute, plus x2 is 2 minus y2 is 0. So it will be 0 minus 2, because of absolute it will be positive. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So p1 and p2 is 4. Now p1 and p3. p1 is, for p1 x1 is 0 minus y1 is p3 plus x1 is 2 minus, for p3 is 1. 3 plus 2 minus 1 is 1 equal to 4. For p1 and p4, p1 is 0 minus p4 is 5 plus p1 is 2 minus p4 is 1. 0 minus 5, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. For p2 and p3, P2 is 2 minus P3 is 3 plus P2 is 0 minus P3 is 1. 0 minus 3 1 plus 0 minus 1 1. Because of absolute, negative value will be positive. P2 and P3 is 2. Next is P2 and P4. P2 is 2 minus P4 is 5 plus P2 is 0 minus P4 is 1. 0 minus 1. 2 minus 5 minus 3, because of absolute it will be plus 3 plus 0 minus 1 1. Answer will be 4. Last is P3 and P4. P3 is 3 minus P4 5 plus 1 minus 1. 3 minus 5 2 plus 0. Answer will be 2. So this was a Manhattan formula. I already explained in previous video. So let's see Supremum method. Okay, so in Supremum method we have formula d of xy is maximum xi minus yi. So what we have to do, we have to find out the maximum values between these data points. So first p1 and p1 will be 0, diagonal will be 0. Now we have to find out p1 and p2. P1 P2. Formula is maximum 0 minus 2. 0 minus 2 comma, because we have to find out the maximum value between P1 and P2. So, and we have another data, another attribute, so we will use comma. P2 is 0. Okay, because of absolute, answer will be positive 2 and 2. Maximum between 2 and 2 is 2. So difference between P1 and P2 is 2. For P1 and P3 we have values. P1 is 0 minus P3 is 3 comma, P1 is 2 minus P3 is 1. Three comma 2 minus 1 1. So maximum value will be 3. P1 and P3 is 3. P1 and P4. P1 is 0, P4 is 5, 0 minus 5, comma, P1 is 2, P4 is 1, maximum of 5 and 1 will be 5. Next is P2 and P3. P2 and P3. P2 is 2, P3 is 3, 2 minus 3, comma, P2 is 0 minus P3 is 1, maximum of 2 minus 3 minus 1, because of absolute it will be 1, 0 minus 1, 1, maximum value will be 1. Second last is P2 and P4. P2 and P4. P2 is 2 minus P4 is 5, comma, P2 is 0, P4 is 1, maximum of 2 minus 3, 3, comma, 1, maximum will be 3. Last is P3 and P4. P3 3 minus 5, comma, P3 1, P4 1, maximum between 2 and 0 will be 2. So in this last example of numerical attribute, we will see how we have to find dissimilarity data matrix for one attribute. In previous example, we used two attributes. So for one attribute, we have formula d of ij is equal to modulus x f minus x jf divided by maximum minus mean. So we will use this formula and we will create data matrix. We have 4 objects, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I am creating 4 by 4 data matrix. Okay, so diagonal always be 0. We have to find distance between 1 and 2. D of 1, 2. What is the value of 1? 1 is 45 minus 2 is 22 divided by what is maximum. We have to see what is the maximum value in this attribute. So maximum value is 64 and minimum value is 22. Maximum value is 64 minus minimum value is 22. 5 minus 2 3, 4 minus 2 23 divided by 42. Answer will be 0.55. You can use calculator for calculation. Now we have to find 1 and 3. 1 is 45 minus 3 is 64 divided by maximum minus mean. 64 minus 22. Answer will be 1459 19 divided by 42. Answer will be 0.45. Next is 1 4 d1 4. 1 is 45 minus 4 is 28 divided by maximum minus minimum. .40. Next is 2, 3. 2 is 22 minus 3 is 64 divided by maximum value minus minimum value. So answer will be 1. Next is second last, 2 and 4. 22, 2 is 22 minus 4 is 28 divided by maximum value minus minimum value. So the 6 divided by 42 is equal to 0.14. 0.14. Last is 3, 4. 3 is 64 minus 4 is 28 divided by maximum value minus minimum value. 36 divided by 42. Answer will be 0.86. In next video we will see how we can find distance matrix between mixed attributes. Thank you for watching. See you in next video.